Let's walk you through this. What can be deduced from the periodic number of an element? 1. The highest occupied energy level. 2. Number of sublevels in the outer shell. Or 3. The number of outer electrons. So if you were doing this in an exam, I would suggest that you try to eliminate it as quickly as possible, and so that you can get your answer quickly. And for this one, you should know that the number of outer electrons, which is option 3, is determined by the group number instead of the periodic number. So the periodic number is the number that goes down on the left, whereas the group number is the number that counts from left to right. Okay. So for that, if it's not 3, then the answer is 1 and 2. So that should give us A as the final answer. But to explain 1 and 2, the highest occupied energy level. So if we look at the periodic table, so we can tell straight away from period 1, hydrogen and helium, that their valence electron, or the outermost electron, is in the first energy level. And then that is the case for period 2 and period 3 as well. And you may make a mistake here and think, with 3s2 and 3p6, the next progression should be 3d10, right? With the suborbitals. And then you would think that that is where it goes wrong with the period 4. However, we also know that with the way that orbitals work, it fills up the 4s orbital before it fills in the 3d orbital. This means that when we say the highest energy level occupied in terms of counting just the number of shells, it is 4 for period 4 elements, and that holds for period 5, 6, and 7 as well. So going back to the question, now that we know the highest occupied energy level, that can give us number 2, which is the number of sublevels in the outer shell. And just in case you don't know what I'm talking about, for example, in energy level 1, we know that the sublevel is 1s, so that gives us the number of sublevels in the outer shell, which is just 1. And then the highest energy level is 2, then it has 2s, and then the 3, 2p sublevel, so that gives us a total of 4, and etc., etc. And if you're really interested, there is a mathematical relation actually between the total number of sublevels in an energy level with the energy level, and that is that the energy level squared is equal to the number of sublevels. And so given that both 1 and 2 can be deduced from the periodic number of an element, and again, therefore the answer is A.